Hi, this is Political News in 5, and today is May 15th, 2022. I'm Aisha Osuri. Now, on the agenda today, we're talking about three things. The first is resignation of ministers with electoral ambition. The second is the Kano APC bleed. And the third is the latest amendment to the Electoral Act. Now, on the first, last week, President Buhari finally told 10 out of 43 ministers that if they have electoral ambition, they should resign. Now, we thought this day would never come because Section 8412 has been controversial from the start. Not only did General Muhammad Buhari ask for this section to be amended, it's been the subject of a few lawsuits. Now, this is the provision that says if you're a political appointee, you cannot be a delegate during the primaries and you cannot be an aspirant. Now, what got the ball rolling on the federal level? On April 28th, Emeka Nwajiba, who is Minister of State for Education, wrote the president to resign to focus on his ambition to be president. President Buhari was quite impressed and raised this at the Federal Executive Council meeting on May 11th, commending him for doing so, and then also pointing out to those who are waiting to be instructed or pretending not to know about the existence of Section 8412 that they had until May 16th to resign. Now, what promptly happened was two people reconsidered their ambition. First, Christine Gige, Minister of Labour and Employment, said, okay, I no longer want to be president. And Malami, the Attorney General for the Federation, also reconsidered his ambition to be governor of Kebbi State. I guess both of them felt, you know what, a bird in the hand is the very bird. Let's hold on to it. But let's see what happens. Before now and the end of May 16th, there might be a few more who are reconsidering and who decide, I want to stay in office. It's just another indication that it does give an advantage when people are in office and contest for elections. And this is an advantage that people want to keep. We're also hearing that Emefiele has reconsidered, that the CBN governor reconsidered his ambition to be president. But at the same time, we've also heard that he's procured a court order that says that he can also run and remain in office. So let's see what happens next. In the meantime, we really need to do something about our judges. Second is the APC bleed. Now, what's happening in Kano? Over the weekend, there's a lot of excitement and energy happening with people carrying bowls of fruit, which is the symbol for the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, also known as Kwankwaso's party. Kwankwaso used to be a governor of Kano State. He's now created his own party, and people are leaving APC to join him. Who are the people who are leaving? Shekarau, current senator representing Kano and former governor of Kano State under AMPP, Abdulmumin Jibrin, former legislator in the House of Reps, and also DG of Tinubu's support group, and the deputy speaker of Kano State Assembly and their supporters and a few others. All of them are moving. Now, what is the problem? Ganduje, who barely managed to win his re-election in 2019, has become a tyrant who must dictate how every electoral seat in Kano is going to go. And so these men are saying, no, since you cannot guarantee us that we will get our tickets, we're going to go somewhere else. And that's what's happening. It's also important that they do this now because APC has released its timetable for the primaries, with the gubernatorial and National Assembly primaries taking place on the 20th of May. The Senate primary is happening on the 24th and the House of Reps on the 25th. So let's see what happens next. I'm curious to see whether this situation is going to strain the relationship between Ganduje and APC and between Ganduje and some other party leaders with political ambition to be president. Sometimes people say, when the gladiators fight is the grass that suffers. Sometimes I think, maybe the blood of the gladiators will nourish the grass will grow healthy, tie them up in knots, trip them up, and we'll all be happy. Let's see what happens next. Finally, Section 84.8 was amended during the week by the National Assembly. Very speedy. Shows what can happen when they put their minds to it. This is the section that they wanted clarity to show that as elected members, they would be able to vote during the primaries that are happening in a few weeks. So this was something for their own self-interest. Now they have confirmed through the amendments to the provision that as statutory delegates, that's automatically elected members of the party, they will be able to vote. It makes me think that, it just shows that when it took 16 years for the Violence Against Persons Act to pass, it was because of a lack of will. And now that they're sitting on the Gender and Equal Opportunities Bill, is also just an indication that this is not what they care about. The big question is, how do we get them to care about what we care about? I think that's it for me this week. Another reminder to please register to vote if you haven't. We still have till June 30th to do so. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe, stay well, and see you next week. Bye.